This is Michael J. Coyle
and Danny Sanderson
from Metal Temple, and we're here at the Graviators. Did I say it right?
Graviators.
Graviators. I'm thinking of gravy. I had a few steak pasties in the morning, so I've had a hunger binge.
Everybody does that, you know.
So would you like to introduce yourselves?
Nicholas, the singer in the Graviators.
Johan Holm, bass player.
Martin Fairbanks, guitarist.
I'm Henrik, the drummer.
So how are you guys doing today?
Really good. Really good.
Yeah.
So
Looking forward for this show.
It's our second time in Britain, so we're really happy to be here because it's not so easy to get over the sea, you know.
yeah, with a lot of foreign bands, it's always a pain in the ass. I always keep on hearing about visas and also arrangements and that, you know. But you know, at least you're here, and what a lineup! I gotta say. I mean, supporting the mighty Entombed AD.
Yes.
I just want to ask, what were you guys like when you got the offer for this actual show?
It was like
Just
I
asking for
how we got this.
No.
What was the
What
question?
you mentioned?
What was it like to actually be put on the bill for this tour?
It was fantastic. At least for me, I'm like an old Entombed fan for like 20 years, so it was like a dream come true. You know, when you were like 15 and you listened to Wolverine Blues and stuff like that, your dream was to like maybe one day get to see them live. You know? And now 20 years on, we're here touring with them. So
That's pretty badass. So, what do you think of Manchester? Have you guys taken the time to check out the sites?
No, we don't have the time because we have sound problems and stuff. So
Yeah, we've been checking out the city.
Only this area.
Couple of hundred.
Piccadilly.
Couple of hundred meters in every direction.
Yeah.
Because we had a day off yesterday,
In London.
and it was in London. We had to choose between London and Manchester, and everybody went for London. And that was weird because we were in a kind of weird area of London.
Was it by chance Camden?
No.
We're gonna go to Camden later on.
it was like the financial area, like Westminster Abbey. So no pubs,
right near the Canadian Embassy.
So we were wrong, you know.
no
The
pubs,
wrong
just
place.
all offices everywhere, and like people with ties. And
Yeah, I get you. Where all the embassies are. I've had to go down there myself to renew my passports, and it's always a pain in the ass to travel down there. So, all in all, how long have you guys been on the tour now for? How many days has it been on for exactly?
5 days, I guess.
but
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
3 shows, I think. This.
Today is Tuesday.
Yeah, 6 days.
6 days.
This is the sixth day.
6 days.
Sixth day.
So
And how are you keeping up? Hungover, dried out, or are you all ready to actually let it rip tonight?
There's no time to have a hangover. You just wake up and you open a new beer and just
That was my plan this morning. I had a 4-pack to
you have
myself
to load.
before class. If my teacher's listening, please forgive me.
I pretty much party all day, all night. Pretty much that, you know. Pretty
I
much.
go.
It's only 6 days.
So far.
I go and rest early, you know,
Yeah.
to make it good on stage. You know, you need to sleep to be good on stage.
But Henrik is always the last one in the bunk.
Yeah.
He's up.
A bit of a party animal?
He's
Yes.
up drinking.
yeah.
If it's only him left.
I don't care.
And I'm the first up.
You're the first up.
Yeah.
Danny, do you have any questions? Come on.
Where did the name actually originate from, the Graviators? What's the...
Just like, it's a long time ago. It was for a different band from the beginning, and then we took it in this band. Me and Niklas, we played together, and we were bouncing around a few ideas, and I came up with it. So it's,
Nice.
To sort of people who might not know you, what sort of music would you sort of say that you play, and what are your main influences?
Is it one answer? Is it Black Sabbath? Is that maybe the answer?
No, it's more like Black Sabbath. It's I think about the music. I think it's like if you mix like metal, doom, stoner, death metal too, some influence.
Some many influences from many kinds of
So a big melting
60s
pot.
and 70s and all that stuff, you know, the progressive bands and the psychedelic bands.
That's pretty
we
cool.
have a lot of different influences.
Yeah.
So
Especially British bands.
yeah.
Mostly
We
British.
like the old doom bands, you know, the Pentagrams.
And also the old progressive King Crimson, and stuff, weird stuff like
Stuff from the past.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I'm much death metal, you know, like first Entombed albums and Bolt Thrower and D-Side and Dismember and stuff.
An Obituary by chance?
Yeah,
Can't miss out Obituary.
yeah. That's cool.
Obviously, as well, you sort of mentioned like listening to death metal and stuff while you were young. So obviously, Sweden at that time, 20 years ago, was pretty fucking shit hot in terms of the death metal scene. So what was it like growing up in that sort of environment where all those bands were coming out?
I think that was mostly like the scene was based in Stockholm, and we're from the south, like very south. So where we grew up, there wasn't really all our friends who were in bands, they were all in death metal bands. There wasn't any like stoner or whatever. It's everyone played death metal.
Death and black metal.
When we were young, everyone did.
Black metal was really big as well in our little town. So.
Pretty badass. I mean, with Sweden, you've got bands, of course, like Entombed, you've got Bloodbath. Can't get enough Bloodbath, can you now then? And also the Mighty at the Gates.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of as well. Sweden is kind of one of those places where it's not just like a lot of places will be known for one type of metal. So is it kind of a mix of different types? Like you said, there's a lot of people doing different types like black metal, death metal, stoner. So was it kind of like similar where it's like rather a mix rather than it just being about one sole piece type of music?
Well, like I said, 20 years ago, everyone was in death metal, and then people discovered Sleep and Caius, and then all of a sudden, everyone wanted to be in a stoner band. So
we got a stoner band, don't we, Dan?
But for me, it was Bolt Thrower, A Fifth Crusade. I really love that album, and that made me to listen to more doom and stoner stuff. It's really great riffs on that, and that's really much doom riffs on that album, I think.
That's right. I mean, I agree fully. I mean, my personal favorite's Realm of Chaos. It was my first Bolt Thrower album I listened to, and it's still one of my all-time favorites to listen. We got to see Bolt Thrower at Damnation this year, and I got to meet Joe Bench. That was an experience.
Yeah, but I think lots of people from death metal, you know, it's members in Entombed and stuff, in Candlemass and stuff like that. It's lots of people around music. You have, for example, Shag. You have the Gorgoroth bass player play in Shag, you know, the Norwegian band, and it's stoner.
Oh yeah.
He's a big fan.
I really
so it's, I think more. It's more circle around people.
Yeah, taking influences and just seeing how it works, you know?
Yeah.
I think an answer to the question you actually gave is that, you know, the people started out with death metal, and it was probably only death metal, but it evolved with the youth, with the kids growing up. So suddenly there was death and black and you know, all these kind of, because maybe it's like us, we don't want to be in the stoner. because being a stoner band is not the. We want to be more than that, you know.
You want to be your own thing.
So I think that the majority of bands when we grew up, like they loved death metal, but maybe they wanted to, evolve it a bit.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I get what you mean. It's like being stuck underneath one label kind of limits the process. If you just say you're that band, you have the freedom to actually do whatever you want, adding your own influences from everything you grew up with. And
exactly.
You must grow inside. You must push yourself to the highest limit to make more good stuff.
Make something unique.
Yeah, and listen to lots of kind of music.
And we ain't trying to do anything new under the sun, We just want to do the old, good old Black Sabbath vibe with a new kind of.
With a progressive touch on it.
So all in all, you just want to play music that you like to play. Like, for example, maybe you're playing the music that you would have loved to have listened to when you were growing up, and now you're playing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. I mean,
we have our influence, and it came out in our music. I think.
I'm looking forward to the show then.
So it's not like a Black Sabbath band or something. We all. Lots of band in one band.
Paying homage to all your heroes.
Yeah, we're trying to do that. Yeah.
I mean, with this tour, are you sort of promoting any new material? Have you got any new album out or anything?
The Motherload album that released. We released it February?
No, late March, early April.
But we haven't released
this
anything other than that this year.
So we're working on new songs. Actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
So when we went home, we're gonna work for our next album.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be long until that's out, or do you think it's going to be like, in terms of like the writing process, is it?
It depends how good the songs is.
Yeah, but we want to do a record a year.
Yeah,
that's what we want to do. But the economic behind us is not the strongest economy. So sometimes it depends on how much money we have, actually.
But our goal is to release a new album next year.
Yes.
At least to be in the studio sometime next year.
Yeah, record at least.
As well, in terms of like the writing process, obviously you guys have sort of said you thought probably would fit quite well into a stoner category, so obviously that has a lot of connotations about smoking weed and shit. So does that ever really fit into your writing process, or
if you write it?
No, not for me. It's just reality.
So there are parts of the band who smokes a lot. And
it's the beards, you can just tell.
Yeah.
It's the beards.
And
I just keep my health clean.
I actually quit smoking 17 days ago, so now I'm on one of those e-cigs, but it doesn't stop me from actually dabbling into the Green Goblin.
Now, hopefully we will be in a very good state of mind when we perform today.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
We hope that Manchester will deliver,
Don't worry, Manchester always delivers, and trust me, when Manchester gets a gig like this, they make it worth the while.
Right.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So I guess we got 2 final questions for you.
so in terms of like after this tour's over, are you doing anything regarding actual other touring and stuff like that?
We have some shows. 1 week after when we come home, we play with Truck Fighters, and after that we have some one festival in Sweden. With Doom Over Scandinavia, it calls, with Goates and we and I think Sideburn. Yeah, Sideburn.
We have some concerts planned.
And as well, in terms of band recommendations, is there any bands that you'd recommend to people listening to this?
The new Witchcraft album, that's a great one.
I recommend Psalm from the Dead with Candlemass. and I think Entombed's 80s album is kicking fucking ass.
Back to the front,
and Grave 2 is really great sound. It's back to the old, the same as for Entombed 82. Great sound.
Nice.
They go back to where they belong.
Nice. And now it's time for the most random question of this interview, one of which I ask everybody. Prepare for some laughs, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know how people will react to this. Right, this is a concept. Imagine you're all stuck on a desert island and you're allowed two things. One dish to last you the following days and one item you cannot live without. What would these be and why?
Dish. That is like.
What would that be?
What does the word mean?
Food.
What? Food, yeah.
I will probably go with spaghetti bolognese.
Of course. Very English.
And also, I would need a bottle of whiskey.
There you go.
I'm sorted.
Can I eat weed? Then that would.
You be a weed eater.
So I would probably bring some weed and a good record, like what conspiracies first records.
Wait, you can eat weed and brownies, so let's bring some hash brownies. There you go.
Supply.
Or like maybe a doner.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would take my guitar with me. Yeah. And coffee. I will drink coffee. No food.
Coffee's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Can make coffee cakes. There you go.
Yeah, and I take a guitar with me too, and the rest for the future.
Fair enough. Okay, so you've been listening to Michael Coyle and
Danny Sanderson.
from Mel Temple. Thank you for listening.